Parashah Miketz continues the story of Yosef and his brothers. Let's skip towards the end of the parsha. The brothers return with Benjamin in tow, and Yosef invites all the brothers to a special meal, and then we read. For the Egyptians could not dine with the Hebrews, since that would be abhorrent to the Egyptians. And I can't help but wonder, why? Why were the Hebrews so abhorrent to the Egyptians? In fact, have the Egyptians even met any Hebrews? Have they even met a single Jew? On the one hand, you say, well, that's anti-Semitism for you. Sometimes it seems that there's a relationship between how anti-Semitic a group is and how few Jews they've ever met. But the truth is, the Egyptians had met Hebrews before. We need to go way back to Parashah Lech Lecha. We just met Avraham. In fact, he was called Avram. There was a famine in the land, and Avraham and Sarah go down to Egypt to find food. Avraham lies to Pharaoh, telling him Sarah is his sister, and things don't go well for Pharaoh. Fast forward a few hundred years, and maybe the story of the Hebrew who did wrong by Pharaoh gets told generation to generation like a game of a broken telephone. By the time the Hebrews show up again in a time of famine, generations later, the story of Avraham is probably morphed into something much, much worse than it was. So it's no surprise that when Hebrews show up this time, they get a cold shoulder. The story is a reminder that our actions have consequences. Sometimes those consequences take many years to manifest, but the spiritual reality created by our actions shape the world for generations. Let's make sure we're shaping it for the good. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Urim Sameach, and Am Yisroel Chai.